Welcome back. Well, still continuing our conversation on the bill that was aborted at the Senate after passing second reading. That's the Gender Equality Bill as it's been called generally by people, but that's how it went down on the hangout. But joining us in the studio now is an advocate of the Sustainable Development Goals, Mr. Wale Mikaya. Wale, it's a pleasure to have you in the studio this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
Well, first of all, let's look at how this bill will hinder the full implementation of the SDGs in Nigeria.
First is that the Sustainable Development Goal is about not leaving anyone behind.
Okay.
So if that bill stays as it is, it means that we're going to leave a half of our population behind.
That's like 50%.
Exactly. So non-passage of that bill already is a sign to the world that Nigeria is now ready to move with the world. And that's as simple as it is. So if you look at the Sustainable Development Goal, there are about exactly two of the goals that are speaking to gender equality and reducing inequalities.
Inequalities.
So, and we can actually see inequalities all around us. Think about it economically. You can see that there are definite group of people that are just below some lines. And it is not pleasing at all. Think about education.
I was just going to go.
Personally, I believe that the vehicle for prosperity for any nation is education. If you get enough people to school, they will know enough to make decisions for themselves. And the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics, I think NBS, National Bureau of Statistics, released data some few weeks ago about enrollment in schools, and between 2013 and 2014, already 1 million people are out of school, or we have reduction of 1 million people. And so when you look at it, inequalities are already started. So these people are out of school doing what? So economically, health-wise, and political participation, I believe that the first thing is for women to believe that they have the power. If you think that you don't have the power, even the power that you have will be taken away from you.
Well, let me just come in now, talking about women thinking they have the power or not. Even during elections, you made mention of political equality. You go to the women, you go to the market, and you engage these people, and say, vote for us, we'll do this, we'll make you ministers, we'll make you, heads of parastatals. So I believe that's already a realization that they are powerful. But this bill, there's been a lot of furore over the non-passage of the bill. What exactly is the cry? Why are people crying?
I think we as a people and women as a part of the people, we lost all of this last year. What we're seeing now is a result of some kind of non-participation in the political process. And we can see that people are not just interested. The vehicle for change in Nigeria for now is democracy.
Okay.
And if you are not interested, you can't vote for people that you believe in, and you vote for people that will provide you a packet of gari and granuts. You have automatically mortgaged the future, which we are now fighting for, away. So when you see people buy you some things that you can afford, and those people now get into the house making decisions for you. So you now see that you have already received your reward.
But come to think of it, talking about empowerment, those at the grassroots might not be able to afford these things that you're talking about. And this bill, how does it even affect the old woman in the village?
So that is one of my questions as well. I believe that the bill should be passed and become a law. But if there's no education, the woman in the village would not understand anything in the law. We know how to pass law. I think we do pretty well in terms of getting something to become a pronouncement. But how effective are we going to be at the grassroots level? Because those are the people that are actually affected by this bill. The inequality really is not much of Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, and the major cities. But if you go down to the villages, you will understand what it's called to be in an unequal environment.
Now that you've made it clear, the Senate President is saying that Nigerian women should regroup and, bring the bill back to the Senate. I believe that's a good development.
I think that the woman in the Senate, that's Senator Lujimi, needs a lot of help.
Okay.
There are other 3 bills that are coming. So the death of this bill is the death of 2 other bills that are coming, sponsored by this woman. So women need to do a lot of collaboration. They need to be, so there's nothing wrong with having women in governance. Already we have women in business, WIMBIs, that are organizing themselves and showing the way forward economically. There's nothing wrong in having women in governance, where women come together and empower themselves and empower the women. Already we have just 7 women in the house. So how many men can make decisions that will favor women? So we talk about political non-participation affecting the decision that will be made in National Assembly. So women need to get together from where they are, accepting that they have power to collaborate, and with that power, empower the woman that is in the Senate or the women that are in the Senate to fight for something tangible such that they can have a ground to stand on.
Well, we have to wait and see how that plays out. But Wale Makaya, SDG's advocate, thank you for coming on the program this afternoon and sharing your thoughts.
Thank you for having me.
Well, we now take a quick break, and when we return, of course, we'll be handing the airwaves to you. That's through your messages and also the videos that you watched the most on our YouTube channel in the past week. Please stay with us.
This week's top 5 videos begins with a gory accident that occurred on the Otedola Bridge in Lagos, southwest Nigeria, killing 1 passenger. Up next, in 4th place, is the video of Ip Man and DPR officials clashing over the ceiling of a petrol station over hoarding of premium motor spirit, also known as petrol.
So, seal this station for hoarding. Okay. Quickly, they are hoarding. Come, let me show you.
You said you didn't know me.
Of course.
Yes.
Of
If you leave now, we won't sell it. And we
start selling.
We start selling. Okay. Because it's not your product.
You are above
and
the
it's
law.
not your station. But the way you are going about it, it will not work.
In 3rd spot is the video of a rowdy session in the Edo State House of Assembly due to differences between members of the PDP and the APC. Taking the 2nd spot is the video showing residents of Agility community of Lagos State counting their losses after a clash.
Few days ago, I talked to one of the head of this mala over there that said what is going to happen. They bomb. We can't go out with our cars. We can't come in with our cars. And if you talk to them, we are in hell. We are in hell. Please, please, Governor Ambode, we don't want any My 12 anymore.
And topping the charts this week is the arrest of kidnappers who stormed a secondary school in Ikorodu and took away 3 girls.
The 3 girls have been safely reunited with their families, and the government wishes to assure Lagosians that their security is top priority, and it will not relent in ensuring that Lagos remains safe and secure.
Well, there you go. Those comments were sent by you, and also those videos were determined by you. Keep those comments coming, and also keep watching our videos. That's on youtube.com/channelsweb. However, for a bill that was first introduced in the Senate in 2010 and mentioned in the 2012 gender report in Nigeria, most Nigerians knew little about it until it failed to pass second reading in the Senate last week. And though the Senate President, Dr. Bukola Saraki, has advised Nigerian women to reintroduce the bill, the onus now lies on activists to regroup, mobilize, sensitize, and engage senators on the need for the bill to see the light of the day. And also with 5 states, that's Plateau, Imo, Ekiti, Kogi, and Anambra states already passing the bill, that will be a good point to continue from. Well, that's the program today. Thank you for being a part of it. But do also remember that the conversation continues online via the social media addresses showing on your screen. Thank you for watching once again. I'm Victor Matthias.